Good afternoon, students. This is another problem under working capital management. Uh, as you have already, some of you have solved the problem and you have sent it, and you know how to compute working capital. According to the format, you have to do prepare this statement. Okay, this is another problem wherein some of the adjustment are being added to the few other adjustments are added compared to the earlier problem. Okay, I'll read out the problem first, then we will go for the solution. The format of cost sheet: raw materials 70 rupees per unit, direct labors 30 rupees, overhead 50 rupees, total cost 150 and profit 50, selling price 200. Material in raw materials are in stock on an average for 2 months. It was in stock for an average for 2 months. Materials are in progress on an average for 1 month. Finished goods are in stock on an average for 2 months. Credit allowed by suppliers. Suppliers is nothing but the creditors. Okay. So the another name for creditors is suppliers. Is 2 months. Credit allowed to customers. Customers is nothing but the debtors. Debtors calculate, you have to take 2 months. Lag in payment of wages 1 month. Lag in payment of overhead 1 month. 1/4 of the output is sold against cash. See, out of the total sales, like if you want to calculate the credit sales, out of the total sales, that is cost of sales, 1/4 is the cash. So 1/4 is cash, means remaining 3/4 will be on credit. So for the calculation of a debtors, it will come, we have to take cost of sales 3/4, because 1/4 is 1/4 is cash. So 4 ಭಾಗ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ 1 ಭಾಗ ಅದು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ಗೆ, ಇನ್ನು 3 ಭಾಗ ಉಳಿದದ್ದು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನಾವು 3/4 ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ 3/4 ಆಫ್ ದ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, cash in hand at bank 30,000. You are required to prepare a statement showing working capital requirement. Okay, now what we will do is, see here we don't have the total raw material, total wages, total labors, etc. we don't have. So what we do is, first when the units are given, per unit are given, we can calculate cost of production and cost of sales, okay, together. Why? Because we need cost of production for the finished goods, because stock amount is not given in the problem, and another is debtors are valued at cost of sale, and that is also not given in the problem. So what we do is, we have to calculate the cost of production and cost of sale. So I have done the working notes here. Working note: calculation of cost of production and cost of sale. Here raw materials, there are see here we have in the problem raw material, labor and overhead. Only 3 we have here. Okay, so the overhead they have not mentioned whether it is manufacturing or administration or selling. So we can assume it is manufacturing overhead. Okay, so now see what here it is. 52,000 is a units, total units produced. See, it is given in the end of the problem, 52,000 units. 2,000 units. So here 52,000 into 70 rupees per unit, you will get 36,40,000. Direct labor 52,000 into 30, 15,60,000. Overhead 52,000 into 50. This is okay per unit. Okay, per unit. Okay, multiply, you will get the answer. Now if you total together, you will get 78 lakh. Now cost of production includes raw material, labor and manufacturing. Okay, here selling is not given in the problem. When selling is not given, it means the cost of production and cost of sale are the same. Okay, so I have added all the 3 and written here cost of production and cost of sale. Okay, so it is needed for the calculation of finished goods and debtors. Next we will go for the calculation or the statement. As you know, we go first we have to write the current assets. Current asset, under that inventory, under that first one raw material. Now raw material we have to write total raw material. We have already calculated. See the working note: raw material 52,000 into 70, 36 lakh 40,000. So that take for the amount we will take for the calculation 36 lakh 40,000. It is mentioned in the problem. The stock is of 2 months. So 6 lakh 6 progress. Work in progress. Work in progress. Work in progress. Work in progress is given in the problem. If you check, it is given material are in process. It means it is a work in progress. So under work in progress you have raw materials, labor and overhead. So labor we have to raw material we have to take 100%, labor we have to take 50%, overhead we have to take 50%. I have told you when the completion is not given in the problem, in that case you have to take 100% in case of material, 50% in case of labor and 50% in case of overhead. Okay, and it is in process for 1 month. Now how does the calculation goes? Write first raw material. Write the total raw material, that is 36 lakh 40,000 into 100% into 1 by 12. You will get 3 lakh 3,333. Next labor. Labor, the total amount of labor 15 lakh 60,000 into 50% into 1 by 12. 50% is completion into 1 month in the process. So 65,000. Overhead. Overhead also you have calculated. See the total overhead. This total amount I have taken everywhere while calculating the raw material, labor and overhead. All the three I have taken the total amount 26 lakh into 50% into 1 by 12. Total this and write in the outer column. After that finished goods. Finished goods are valued at cost of production. So you have calculated here cost of production. It is 78 lakh. So go here 78 lakh into 2 by 12, you will get 13 lakh. Okay. Next debtors. Debtors are valued at cost of sale. Now cost of production and cost of sales are the same. So 78 lakh into 3 by 4. Now here I have done 3 by 4. Why? Because 1/4 is the cash. It is given in the problem 1/4 of the output is sold against cash. So that's why I have written here 3/4. Okay, 1/4 cash means remaining 3/4 credit. So 3 by 4 into 2 months credit. 2 months it is given here customers, it is 2 months. So 2 months credit. Cash in hand at bank, it's already given in the problem 30,000. Now gross working capital is the total of all this. You will get 33 lakh 88,333. Okay. Then less current liabilities. If there is any current liabilities, you have to deduct it. That is creditors, outstanding wages, outstanding overhead, etc. So all these you have to calculate. Creditors. Creditors is on purchases of raw materials. So go here raw materials. Now you will get raw materials here. See raw materials 36 lakh 40,000. Into 2 months creditors, it is given suppliers 2 months. Outstanding wages, total wages into 1 month, total overhead into 1 month. It's given in the problem lag in wages and lag in overhead. Okay, so total and write in the here. So you will get a net working capital, that is 24,34,999. Okay, so this is how you have to calculate. See in this problem you have work in progress, you have the debtors. Debtors in the case 3/4 is credit, 1/4 is cash means remaining 3/4 is credit. Okay, so here cost on production and cost of sale is the same because there is no selling and distribution expenses in the problem. If there is a selling and distribution, we add to the cost of production, we will get cost of sale. As there is no selling and distribution expenses, both are the same. So this amount you will use for the calculation of cost of production and cost of sale. Okay, both are used. And total material, total, everywhere you take total amount, then multiply with the how many months. Okay, then calculate and write. Okay, same as it is we have done, but the thing is here work in progress is there. Then 3/4 we have to take for the debtors. Then total cost of production and total cost of sale is same. Okay, yeah, cost of production is same. Yeah. Okay, then raw materials work in progress, you have to take 100% assumption completion rate for raw materials, labor 50% and overhead 50%. Okay, any doubts you can clarify personally, copy it in your notes. Thank you.